I have a very big soft for Lego, and specifically Lego stop motion and Lego animation. I secretly love Star Wars The Empire Strikes Out, which is a very cheesy little Lego short that's great fun. And if you are going to tell me there's a Lego documentary, I'm going to watch it. So when I discovered a Lego Brickumentary on Amazon Prime, I had to check it out. And this is truly a sensational look at Lego because it's not just facts, it's intertwined with some sensational visuals, and we have a brilliant narrator that makes it so engaging. So, some background information: this was released in 2014. It's directed by Kief Davidson and Daniel Junge, and written by Junge, Davis, Coombe, and Davidson, and is narrated by Jason Bateman. But Jason Bateman is not himself, he is a Lego character, and we have some really lovely animation quality. I'm not sure how much of it was CGI and how much of it was stop motion. I cannot confirm that. But I did learn that a lot more of the Lego movie was CGI than I thought. So that was a slight disappointment, but didn't detract from the fact that it's amazing. And Bateman, as his little Lego character, takes us through the history of Lego, first of all, and then it takes us into how Lego has impacted the lives of children and adults all over the world. We get to look at people building Lego in all kinds of different countries, and it really shows you just how vast Lego is. I mean, we all know it's a massive, massive toy company, but I never really sat back and realized just how many bricks in the world there are. I think it said there are like 100 bricks for every person on the planet or something, which is insane. And I don't have 100 bricks, so somebody's got my share. Truth be told, if I wasn't a minimalist, I would go crazy for Lego and buy a lot of the Harry Potter and Star Wars sets because I think they look amazing. It really also looks at why Lego is loved. So it doesn't just look at how it's grown and the impact it's had, it kind of addresses what it is about Lego that works so well and why it works for both children and adults, because there are very few toys that are loved by both children and adults alike. And I'm not just talking about the nostalgic love for Lego, but that continued enthusiasm for collecting and getting new sets and continuing to build and be creative. And because of the construction nature, you can just let your imagination go wild. And I love that. I will be honest, all I ever built with Lego, when I had Lego, were houses. That's all I ever built, and I always tried to construct a roof, and the roof always fell in. That's my memory of creativity with Lego. Other than that, I prefer sets. I like to follow the instructions. I like to see things come to life. If I could get my hands on the Disney castle and the giant Hogwarts, definitely would. So it's really interesting to look at all angles of Lego, the history, the impact, the benefits as well, about how it can take you out of your surroundings and you can just focus on this one thing. Obviously, you can do that in other ways, like with puzzles and things. But that's another thing about Lego that is just so immersive. One great thing that I really liked about this is that I'd looked at some older sets. We got to see some Lego designs that, have been discontinued. They're no longer available unless you're willing to pay a fortune for them. And one thing that was mentioned, that it's something that I knew but never really thought about, it's the fact that bricks that were released in sets in the 70s and earlier can still be used with brand new sets today. Obviously, that's the point of Lego. Every brick fits every brick. But it's just incredible to think that basically every single Lego brick, not every element, but every brick in the world can be connected. And that's kind of a metaphor for humanity. I've just thought of that on the spot, don't quote me. But yeah, I thought that was really nice. The way that the documentary has been put together is really nice. The editing's really, excuse me, the editing's really effective. I really like the narrative approach with Bateman and this little character. It just gives it that little bit something else. It's very engaging. The animation scenes we see with Bateman's character, he gets himself into some fun situations, and he's a very entertaining little character. This is great fun. If you like Lego, you have to watch it. It did have one award nomination. It was nominated for something I've not heard of, which is the Politican's Audience Award. I'm assuming this is a foreign award. It is. It's a Denmark award. Truly, if you like Lego, you have to watch this. It's brilliantly put together. It's informative. It's not as informative as that document that, well, I think it's about a 10-15 minute video on YouTube that was going around a lot, where we got to see an animated version of the creation of Lego and how it came about. I'd say watch that and this, and together you'll have a fantastic, fun, beautiful overview of what Lego is, what it was, and really what it could be and what they're working towards. It's a brilliant documentary, and I don't think I can fault it at all.